All right, Marco, we just want to take a real quick one so you can kind of see as you come forward here underwater as well. One of the things we talked a little bit about getting your hands a little bit higher in the water. You can see this line up here is where the top of the water, and this line down here is where your hands are. Just get your hands up a little higher. It's not that big of a deal, but I think if you get your hands up higher, you're going to actually get that body line in that water a little bit better. And by getting your hands up, you're actually going to lift your shoulders a little bit higher out of the water, which is something we want to see you do. As your hands start to push forward, you do a great job. Look at how well you turn out those ankles. That's good. Your feet are outside your knees. Okay, so that all looks great on that kick, Marco. We really like what you're doing with your kick. Just make sure you finish this kick all the way together and then keep those legs straight. You like to bend those knees, and you can't see it here. You saw it from the other view. So do make sure you're keeping those legs together. Again, hands a little bit low. Here again, you can kind of see that your hands are kind of pressed together in prayer. Remember, you want the hands turning over. Your palms should actually be down by the time you get to the front of that stroke. The reason why you want them down is because then we can actually start that first stroke and grab that water just a little bit better. Eye position at the start looked good, but then right when you start that pull, lift those eyes up. Remember, keep your eyes down. We talked earlier about keeping your spine in line. That's important. Kind of look here, your hips are a little bit off center. Make sure your hips stay even. Make sure your shoulders stay even. If you keep your hips and shoulders even, your breaststroke will be excellent. Nice job of finishing your kick. Right here, so here's the one thing real quick. So as you start to bring your knees in, you can, or your feet in towards your hips, you can see that you kind of press those knees out a little bit too early. Try to keep your knees in a little bit better. Let your feet come toward your hips, and then as your feet start to press out, that's when your knees want to start to press out. You don't want those knees pressing out while your feet are coming up. Okay, so just a little fix that we want to see you get a little bit better at. Thanks, Marco.